fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Tight down. There you go. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll set up to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
34-yard line.
Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Watch the run. Check 3.
Now they try the right side here. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Tighten up.
Back to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go, D.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. No street. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Marsh. Hey, hey, hey.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the drive give him 14. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. For the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Check pass, check back.
They'll drop the throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, dashing through the snow. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Rams 13, Bills nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
3 and out. 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Number 31.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
2nd and 9 now. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. 38 for Mike. Drop deep, drop deep.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
First and 10.
23 yards, the final tally. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now back to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Another carry for the
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Rams add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Rams 23, Bills 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this
How are you
one
going to
away.
win a game if you ain't got no offense out here in these streets?
Into the end zone.
Huh?
And that
We're over here
decision
just
right
giving
now
points
is
away. We're
Carson
giving it away.
He's tackled at the 20.
How are we going to win the game if we can't even score? Huh? The defense is sick of it. They're sick of it. They're sick and tired of carrying the team. They can't do it every single game, guys. We need to help them out, okay? Why can't we help them out? We don't care about the defense? Huh? Do you guys even care about your teammates? Do you even care about them?
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
You don't care about your teammates.
And that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Let me tell you something. They're tired of it, guys. Something's got to give. Okay? I don't know what it's going to be.
Looking to throw. Okay, They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's
Is it hard to believe?
Put your best cover guy.
Your commentary is hard to believe, sucker.
Behind him throughout the game. Bracket,
find something new to say.
Zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Just get the ball. Just get it out of here. Why don't you look at other receivers? When you see him covered, why do you throw it there anyway? Why don't you look around at other guys that are on the team? Huh? Huh? Why don't you have a check down receiver? You know? Throw it to a check down guy.
Here now is 2nd and 10.
Let me tell you what you don't do. You don't go through your reads. What? You looked at him the whole time. Was anyone else open? Did you even check? Did you even try to look?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him
Did you even
staring
try to
at
look?
3rd and 10.
You didn't even try.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Everyone's covered. Everyone is covered out there. Oh, my kids. I got kids trying to go to sleep. What am I doing? Huh?
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, obviously.
So here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
39-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a handoff looking right. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So out comes the field goal team once more. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometime.
And my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side.